Hey, this is Tyler Ryan from the Fit Funnel Guys, and in this video I want to talk to you about how to scale your business faster and more profitably. And knowing this really is the difference between being able to scale your business successfully or not at all. So if you're a business owner and you're trying to scale up your business, you probably hear the question, do you know your numbers? And we all know that we need to know our numbers, but what does that really mean? We know how important it is, but it's the reason we find ourselves asking questions like, where should I be spending my money? What traffic source is producing the greatest ROI? Or really just how the heck do I figure out how much a customer is worth over their lifetime? And really, it all boils down to this one problem. If you really want to know how to scale, you need to know how much a customer is worth over the lifetime of that customer, broken down by the different traffic sources that you have. And some people know how to get customer lifetime value total, but they don't know how to see how it evolves over time from day 0 to day 30 to day 60 to day 90. So what I want to share with you today is what these key numbers are and how they can help you making decisions about how to scale your business. So I put together this mock-up that illustrates these key metrics. I'm going to go through 3 different sections that I have here. So number 1, we have customer LTV over time broken down by traffic source. And here's what you need to understand. What I have here, I'm showing Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, and email. But you could just as well imagine 5 different Facebook ad campaigns. Really, I'm just showing here that you have different traffic sources that you're using to acquire customers and make sales. So let's say, for example, that you make $12 from a customer on day 0 from Facebook. But by the time you get to day 90, you're making $34 from that customer. So let me ask you a question. Would you spend $20 to acquire that customer? You make 12 on day 0, 34 on day 90. To me, the answer is a overwhelming yes. You would go take out a loan so you can spend money on that because that's an incredible return, especially if you're running paid ads and acquiring new customers to cold traffic. But the problem is most people don't know this number out at day 90. They know this number because they look at their average order value and they compare it against how much it costs to acquire the customer. So if you look at it like that, you're saying, oh, I'm losing $8 for every customer I acquire. But if you knew that by day 60, you were already $6 in profit, and by day 90, you were $14 in the profit, I think you'd do that all day. Problem is most people don't know how to get these numbers. But if you can set up a system to do this, this can be the difference between you being able to scale and not. Because if you know that I just have to get through 60 days where I'm going to lose some money up front, by the time I hit day 60, now everything from that point on is profit for that customer. And you know this for each of your different traffic sources. You know what your winners are. You know what your losers are. You know where to double down. You know where to go spend more money. Most people don't have access to these numbers. If you do, it will be your unfair advantage. The people that know these numbers, they're the ones with the 2 Comma Club awards. All right. So that is number 1. Number 2 is being able to drill into your paid traffic performance all the way down to the ad level. And doing this across all your different traffic sources. So let's say you're running Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google traffic, and you're running a bunch of different ads, a bunch of different ad sets, a bunch of different campaigns. You can do this to a certain extent inside of the Facebook Ads Manager where it'll show you your ROI. But we want to be able to compare all of these down to the ad level so you know truly across all the different places where I'm spending money on ads, what are my real winners and where do I double down? Because if you just look at everything at the campaign level, you might be obscuring the fact that down below at the ad level, there are a couple of ads that are significantly outperforming the others. And anybody that's run a lot of paid traffic knows that you need to test and test and test. You need to run 50, 100 ads. You need to try a lot of things. So if you're looking at everything at the campaign level or you run 3 or 4 ads and that's it, you're not really going to know what's working. You need to be able to drill down all the way to the ad level across all your traffic sources and be able to see, where are my winners? Where are my losers? Where do I need to stop wasting money? And where should I spend even more? So that is number 2, ROI by traffic source. And number 3, you need to understand how your funnel performance evolves over time. And there's a couple of key things about this. Number 1 is just what is my funnel revenue across all the different funnels that I have. So here I have a stacked revenue graph where you can see funnel 1, 2, 3, and how the revenue is coming in over time. But you also need to be able to break this down by your traffic source. So I want to be able to look at Facebook revenue versus Instagram, YouTube, Google, or like I said above, you could just as well imagine 5 different Facebook ad campaigns. So being able to see that by itself is very valuable across all the funnels that you're running to acquire customers. Now, number two, and this is something that almost nobody knows how to get, it's your funnel average order value across all of your funnels, broken down by traffic source, and how it evolves over time. You know that if you're trying to optimize, you're trying to get that cost to acquire a customer down, trying to get your average order value up, you're going to be running a lot of split tests. You're going to be trying to optimize in a lot of different ways. And you can't just rely on manually going in and checking out, how did I perform this week? And then maybe writing it down in a spreadsheet. How did I perform this next week? What happened after this split test? Because that becomes impossible to manage as your business gets bigger and bigger and you have more traffic sources coming in. So you need to be able to see, for example, right here. In January, funnel one, my average order value was $30. I ran a split test, and in February, things started to go up. I'm up to $41 average order value. Ran another test, didn't really have any impact. $2, we'll take it. Then I ran something else, and oh man, way back down to 25, even worse than where I started. And then we really got things dialed in from the tests that we had run. Now we're up to $51 average order value. When you know that, you can really see historically what are all the things that I was doing to optimize and what impact did they have. And once you can see that across all of your funnels, and you know how the performance changes based on the traffic source, because you might be getting customers from Facebook that are significantly lower quality than your customers for YouTube. So you might look at this number and say, wow, my average order value is really high. But you don't know that from Facebook, it's actually really low, and YouTube is pulling it way up. So when you know that, you can get insights down to that level, then you know, I need to double down on YouTube, stop spending on Facebook. That change alone will make my average order value go up because I'm bringing in higher quality customers. So if you know this about how your funnel performance evolves over time, then you can truly make informed decisions. So you put these three things together, you have customer lifetime value over time broken down by traffic source. You have your ROI all the way down to the ad level for all your different traffic sources. And you have your funnel performance and how it evolves over time, including the revenue and the average order value. If you know all of these numbers, you truly know them, you will be able to scale. The problem is nobody knows how to get these numbers, and so they get stuck. They get stuck looking at just the surface. They're comparing a $12 day zero customer value against a $20 CPA, and they don't realize that if they just waited 60 days, all of a sudden they're making profit, and they could start scaling if they just had insight into these numbers. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to learn more about it, just shoot me a personal message, or you can email me at tyler@ltvnumbers.com, and I can tell you more about how you can set this up for your business. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.